Но вроде все работает опять. Пришлось прерваться чуть подольше. Ну, и сейчас вечер, и вообще-то скоро на работу спать ложиться. Но я все равно закончу один сайд-квест. Хотя вообще, конечно, это... Так, я как раз... Я выбирал владельца серьги. Я думаю, это ты.
There are too many of you for me alone, my little lambs.
Sorry, madam, but we are here to ask other favors of you. This question might seem a little surprising, but do you know who this earring might belong to?
Why? It's mine. I lost it when... How did you get hold of it?
Are you sure you want to broach that subject here?
You're right. Come with me. Well, what do you want? Why are you giving me back my earring?
You know where we found it, don't you?
Obviously. I realized as soon as I got back that I'd lost it.
I imagine your pimp does not know that you take part in these parties. He doesn't dabble in this at all?
No. Do not say anything to him, I beg you. He's on my case enough as it is.
Then I suggest you answer my questions.
What would you like to know?
Do you think that an important person from Tuleme could have partaken in these soirees?
You're thinking of Mother Cardinal, aren't you? You lot really think we're a bunch of degenerates.
You're hardly a shining example of virtue, my child. Just answer our questions.
Sorry, Father, I don't know the Mother Cardinal, but I strongly doubt she dabbles in that.
You don't think you could recognize her, and you don't think you've crossed paths. What a testimony.
Это самое. Очень деликатно спросили предыдущий вопрос. Мне кажется, сейчас не тот случай, когда следует дипломатично подходить к разговору, а лучше спрашивать прямо. Просто как бы перед кем она распинается.
Could you tell us who you saw at the parties?
Rich people, or better. They seemed very rich and important to me, but I don't know them.
Do you know who organizes these parties?
Not really, no. A steward pays me when I go, but I don't see anyone else, apart from the clients.
You can't even give me a single name?
No. The only person who sometimes speaks to this steward is a woman who is always wearing a green coat. She never takes part in the festivities, but the steward rushes over whenever she arrives.
Блин, я, может, тупой вопрос какой-то сейчас задам, но как она умудряется ничего не знать? Ее заковывают, что ли, там связывают, глаза закрывают. Могу предположить, что она вся как бы не нужна в этом веселье. Да, то есть там некоторые части тела можно и закрыть, но мне кажется, что что-то все-таки как-то должно проскальзывать.
Admit it. You must know more than you're letting on. It's virtually impossible not to recognize someone while being so close to these influential people. Wouldn't you agree?
Да, я это сказал.
Well, I was able to recognize someone once. Even with a mask on, I'm good at recognizing my
Однажды.
clients.
Please continue. I'm all ears.
I don't want to implicate anyone, but he is of no real importance, and you've probably never even heard of him. It's the local moneylender.
I know very well who you're referring to, my dear.
Пизда
But I
растущая.
didn't mention anything to you, huh? This stays between us.
I don't even remember the subject of this conversation anymore. This woman in the green coat. Could you tell me about her?
She always hides her face and never joins us. Then she disappears into a little office and locks the door.
I see. She is quite important, then. Do you know someone who goes by the name of Candy Cane?
Everyone does. He is a powerful person, so his name makes the rounds.
Have you ever spotted him at these pleasure parties?
In all honesty, I wouldn't even be able to recognize him. I've heard his name before, but that's all.
Thank you for your help.
Be sure not to mention this to anyone. I'd lose my clients if they suspected me of speaking about them, you know.
Да она так что за дешевую сережку всех продала. О чем? Мне кажется, тут уж даже нашей вины особо не будет, если мы всем разболтаем. Ладно, пошли в порт. В порту должен Кэндимен прогуливаться. Как раз вечернее время. Так. Ну, я так понял, без метки надо идти, что ли? Да нет, опять типа говорить с ростовщиками, вот всякие. Ну ладно, давайте еще разулю поболтаем. Ты Кэндимен, сука.
Can I get you anything? Look who it is.
I am looking for a woman who comes here. She always wears a long green coat.
Yes, I have seen this coat before, but I have no idea who is beneath it, if that's what you're asking. All I know is that I've seen her speaking to a regular, a steward of the palace who comes to place big orders. Always prime choice.
I have to go. I will leave you to your work.
Не, я понял, что экономку надо как-то растормошить. Но вот этот вот парень сказал что-то про поиски загадочного Кэндимена в порту, что, ну, конечно, звучит немного странно, тем более, что его надо ночью искать. Кэндимен же, он как бы такой темнокожий, его, может быть, и не видно ночью. Давайте
Good
проверим.
day.
Welcome. You here to wager?
I am looking for someone. A woman wearing a big green coat.
Yeah, I know who you mean. She's a good client. She comes in especially for the big fights, and she has prime information.
Do you know where I can find her?
No, I don't even know her name.
She wouldn't happen to be coming back to collect some winnings, would she?
No, and I can't really tell you when she'll show up next.
По-моему, он бы, ну, в любом
I must
случае
be
так
going.
Next
ответил.
time,
С другой стороны, если она всегда выигрывает, то зачем ему ее покрывать? Это ж как бы невыгодно. А может быть и нет никакой разницы. Так, ладно. Попробуем в порт сбегать. Вдруг байка про Кэндимена не байка. И правильно идут хоть. Так,
May the enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
Кэндимен.
May the enlightened bless you.
А тут довольно светло для ночи. Я смотрю, фонари разжигают. Не щадя массово. Эй, Кэндимен. Молчит что-то. Кэнди Вумен. Так, ну это подозрительно, как минимум.
Greetings. How are you?
Ну, кажется, это не Кэндиман. Возможно, есть смысл переодеться в портовое. Обычный матрос прогуливается ночью, осматривает ящики. Ну что у него плащ инквизиции? Накопил, значит. Кэндимен? Нет. Кэндимен.
Greetings. Have a nice day.
Так, ну я могу пройти, да? В одних шмотках. Я догадывался, что никакого Кэндимена нет. Ого, какая пушечка тут. Взять бы ее с собой. Ну и черт с ним. Нету, так нету. Хотя вот этот склад я еще не смотрел. Уж прячется где-то тут, офис себе сделал. Что-то не похоже. Блин, халявные шмотки. Халявные шмотки священника тут были. Ну, то есть не халявные, краденые, конечно. Хотя они послабее моих. Может, и хорошо, что я купил их. А, кольца это на волшебник. Вот оно что. Вот почему я не смог найти слота для пальца. Для бижутерии всякие. Ну, короче, Кэндимена в порту не оказалось. Либо он закончил прогулку, и мы с ним как-то разминулись. Что-то места в инвентаре мало. Продать, что ли, вот эти вот вещи священника. Или можно какому-нибудь своему спутнику отдать. Или даже спутница. Она хоть и дикарка, но может быть ей пойдет даже. Так, у тебя туника следопыта. Хоть на человека будет похож. А вообще ее и возьму за место Курта. Так, а как?
Come closer. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate to...
Продать? Конечно, продать. А туника, она и как бы и маскировочную такую функцию выполняет, но тогда ее продавать не буду. Перчатки священника нахрен. Солдатский мусор, вот этот вот тоже ни к чему. Так, это все бесполезные вещи. Я до конца даже не понимаю, зачем я всякий яд таскаю. Что я с ним делать собираюсь? Так, а где мусор? Наверное, мусор он не покупает. Блин, вот переодел бы всех в латы, но чё, ё-моё, какая же цена-то огромная, 300 монет. То есть 400 практически.
Goodbye. May the enlightened...
Походим так. Улицу придется перейти. То есть обойти. Ты кто? А, ты не торгуешь.
Can I help you?
Yes, actually. I have a small favor to ask.
You don't look like you need money from me.
I'll get straight to the point. I have bad news for you. I know about the decadent parties at the palace. I know that you take part in them.
What? What are you talking about?
Stop acting all innocent. I have all the evidence I need to incriminate you. Although your reputation isn't spotless, there are others who have a lot more at stake than you. What if I were to spread it around town that you boast about being there? You know what happens when tongues wag too much.
That's enough. All right, I get the message. What do you want?
На очко сразу сел.
Tell me about Candy Cane.
We're not close, if that's what you want to know. I just know his name, like everyone else. I mean, there are some rumours. They say he does his business in the basement of
Да
the
это
Coin
тавернщик.
Tavern.
What kind of business?
Oh, nothing to do with my line of business. He deals in arena fights, which would be on me.
It would appear that you know the Mother Cardinal very well. I know that she borrowed money from you. I even know how much. What I want to know is why.
I have no idea. Do you really think that my clients tell me everything about their lives?
Does she still owe you money?
No, she always pays me back on time, and with interest.
Do you think she is plundering the city funds?
Ha! If that were the case, the funds would have been depleted long ago. Nah, the money's coming from elsewhere.
I would advise you to keep all of this to yourself.
I don't want any trouble. I will be as silent as a stone.
So,
Что
how
ж,
do you
деловой
see
человек.
things, my child?
I think that the usurer is lending money to the Cardinal, and very significant sums at that. With this money, she bets on the arena fights while hiding in a big green coat. And she also gives large...
Что-то мы не договорили, но очевидно, что нам просто надо Кэндимена опять прессануть. Теперь-то мы точно знаем, кто это. Может и не точно. Но можем его как-то вывести на чистую воду. Даже если он не Кэндимен, то что-то такое он наверняка знает. Не будут же люди просто так болтать, правильно? Особенно, когда их жизни угрожают таким образом. Так это кто?
Greetings! May the word of Saint Matthias guide you.
Candy Cane is not here. At least not yet. Remember, my child, the bookmaker told us that he hangs around here at night.
Так, ну...
That's true, you were right. Let's come back later.
Во-первых, это не порт. Порт вот тут. Во-вторых, почему эта штука не открылась раньше? В-третьих, мне придется опять бежать через весь город. А город запутанный. Почему нельзя подождать, как на некоторых заданиях? Что-то скрипт не дописали.
Candy Cane is not here.
Я помню.
At least not yet. Remember, my child, the bookmaker told us that he hangs around here at night.
That's true.
Is it you? Your Excellency, the Sun? It is an honor.
А, да где тут выход?
Greetings.
Так, все. Сейчас ночью зайдем. И никаких проблем не будет. Драка всегда полезна, она просто подхиливает. Когда следует... Ну, то есть в самом начале. Только с ней себя уверенно и чувствуешь. Я зашел не в тот переулок. Совсем не в тот.
May the enlightened bless you.
Дай пройти. Да не круто. Наверное, для консоли лучше игру не сделать. Так это какой-то мент.
Good evening. Are you the one they call Candy Cane?
Who are you?
Desardet, legate of the merchant congregation.
A legate, no less. I imagine in these cases, the one accompanying you is the famous Petrus.
You seem to be very well informed. Therefore, you might be able to answer my question. What do you know about a woman in a green coat?
Why would I tell you?
We know that you have business with this woman, and that she is actually the Mother Cardinal.
How did you... You would be better off forgetting that.
That's not exactly the response I'd imagined. But nevertheless, seems rather eloquent.
I told you to forget about it, or you'll soon run into trouble.
Это мент какой-то, что он нам сделал?
Come on.
Уж как
It was
бы
just an innocent little conversation.
депутат.
Goodbye, Mr. Kane.
Bye. And Godspeed.
We have enough information.
Really? Is the fact that she bets on fights that are potentially fixed enough for you?
It's already a huge scandal. Let me just think about it for a little while. I will find a way of putting this information to good use.
I have faith in you, Father.
Так, это что, бандит тут стоит, что ли? А дело дракой могу закончиться? Чего их тут так много-то? Наверное, я пошел, ребят. Несовершенный рай — это задание от... Блять, как же эту женщину-то назвать? Преподобной матери? Задание от преподобной матери, наверное, в котором надо порыскать немного в поисках священных артефактов, что дикари, вероятно, украли. Ладно. Это все потом. Надо заняться заданиями спутников. Может быть, следующее меня не разочарует, как вот это. То есть оно прям ничем не закончилось. Наверное, что-то подобное должно быть скучным. Петрус, пока. А что это за знак вопроса? сейчас нету. Какое-то ночное дело, что ли, я пропустил. Похоже на то.
Desarde, I'd like to know more about my... Could you accompany...
All right, Vasco. Let's go see Lady Lorraine Morange.
Так, это нам куда? В английский город. О,
Good day, Lady Morange. Do you remember me?
Of course, Lady de Sardet, isn't it? I hope that you and your cousin have grown to like it here. But I have little reason to believe you have paid me a visit to exchange civilities. Can I be of service?
We would like to have some information regarding an important family, the Darcys.
Well, I could tell you many things about them, but I suppose that you want to know something in particular?
Are there any members of this family on the island?
Indeed, Bastien Darcy, the son of the family, has been in New Serene for some time. Last I heard about it, he was doing business, but that doesn't help in knowing where he is. The Darcys' first attempt at establishing themselves on this island wasn't very fruitful, but I seem to recall that since then the son has found a competent associate who's been working here for a long time.
Perfect. Could you tell us where to find her?
Of course. Ask for a Madame Clerc near the warehouses on the port. That's where she normally is. I hope the Darcys are not in trouble.
Do not worry, madam. Their name was simply mentioned in some business discussions. We are thinking about becoming associates. We would like to know more about them to form an opinion.
If you ask me, you should forget this idea, Your Excellency. Their son is a poor business partner.
Why do you say that?
I do not mean to speak ill of him. Perhaps it would be better for you to form your own opinion.
Well, thank you for your help, madam.
Can I help you with any other matter?
My lady, I have to go. Goodbye.
есть что-то полезное в том, как подаются диалоги в этой игре. То есть чему-то можно научиться. Типа там... Ну, вежливости, наверное, одним словом. Да, какой-то. Не то, чтобы это всегда нужно было. То есть прям перегруженной вежливостью, я бы сказал. Вот некоторые слова, как подобрать удачно, здесь показывают.
Can I help you? Are you here to do business?
Are you Madame Claire?
Даже если и
We
не
would like
очень
to meet with your
хорошие.
associate, Mr. Darcy.
Bastian? I don't know where he is. I can't say that he often graces us with his presence.
You don't have the slightest idea where he is?
I am not his caretaker, you know.
You don't seem to hold him in high regard.
Listen, my relationship with my associate is no one else's concern. And if you didn't come to do business, well...
We must find him. This man you can see by my side is his brother.
Do not insult my intelligence. I know that the Darcys only have one son, alas.
You can see the Naught's tattoos on his face, can't you? And a merchant like you must surely know about the Naught's recruiting process.
I can see the Naught, but a Darcy? With all this blue on his face, he doesn't really resemble his brother.
Вот тоже хороший. Ну, держи 100 монет.
I've got a hunch that your associate has brought you more problems than benefits. What would you say if I offered you some gold to compensate for your losses?
I see that you understand the struggles of a simple merchant. He was supposed to go to Hikmet to deal with one of our clients, but I didn't receive any news from him after his departure. And given his tendency to get himself into impossible situations, I didn't try to get any.
Who is this client?
His name is Ferrat. You'll find him in the Alchemist District. I'll write this down.
You think something may have happened to him there?
His mission wasn't very complicated. He had to pay for a valuable shipment and take charge of it. But with Bastion, anything is possible.
Thank you, madam.
Ну что ж, идем. Наверное, даже едем в Стамбул. Извиняюсь, что обыскиваю каждый ящик, собираю каждый рудный пласт и срываю любой цветок, что попадется на пути. Но это такая привычка, потому что я ничего не могу с этим поделать. Очень часто в РПГ именно от этого зависит твое как бы состояние, а это немножко РПГ. Так что влияние некоторое все-таки есть. Я не могу ничего с этим поделать, просто не перебарываю. Тем более они так светятся, завлекают. Неужели нужно стоить столько маяков? 3 штуки горит. Это же в каждом по огромному кострищу должно быть. Столько ресурсов уходит, а маяки, ну вот прям рядом с друг с другом. Как-то можно и обойтись без этого, я думаю. Я вообще пришел продать некоторые лишние одежды. Что это за имба такая? 96. Ну, выносливость нужна. Ладно. На покупку денег нет. Да и какой смысл? Я и так хорошо справляюсь. Будем побеждать за счет силы дружбы. С нами есть лекарь и танк. Кто еще нужен? Но сейчас танка нет. Потом подойдет.
If you come to do business, you should go upstairs. I am but a poor underling.
Hello, sir. Is this the house of the man called Ferrat?
It is I. What can I do for you?
We're searching for Mr. Darcy. He was supposed to come here to do business.
Yes. Yes, he did come here, but
I don't know where he is.
Какой-то
To be
лануар
honest,
начался.
our exchange did not exactly go as planned. And if you are his associate, or a member of his family, know that you owe me a large sum of money.
How so?
Well, this Darcy fellow came here to take the shipment, and he was supposed to deliver me a promissory note.
Which never arrived, I imagine. How could you let him leave with your merchandise without payment?
Well, he's the son of a very well-known family. I did not deem it necessary to try and obtain more guarantees.
What if something happened to him?
Nothing happened. At least I don't think so. Why should that concern me? I'm not his brother. He owes me money, and I do not have the slightest idea of where he might be.
I suspect that you are not telling us everything.
Come on. If you have not come to repay his debt, leave me alone so I can work in peace.
Прочитать бумаги господина Фихат. А он против не будет? Или его бумаги где-то в другом месте расположены? Может быть, его слуга как бы согласится?
Greetings. If you have come to do business, head upstairs, if there's any business left to do.
Why'd you say that?
They haven't been paying me, and I've had to work with cheap ingredients for weeks.
What do you do here exactly?
I create and prepare complex potions. Not simple health potions, but far more subtle things.
And if I'm not mistaken, things are not going the way you would want them to.
The boss has always been difficult, but ever since he got ripped off, it has been a living hell. I work using leftovers thrown away by all the other alchemists, while listening to him screaming at me and everyone else all day. This is no way to live.
Да, что-то какой-то жесткий у тебя, господин.
Have you heard of a man called Bastian Darcy?
It would be difficult not to. His name is the only thing my boss talks about. Apparently, he did not pay for one of our shipments and still left with the goods. And now my boss makes me work twice as much to compensate for his losses. With ingredients I wouldn't even feed to a pig.
And what did your boss do?
Well, he spent every waking hour cursing his name. That's how I learned about it.
Процент
How
хороший.
can a brilliant, conscientious alchemist keep working here? I am certain that any great laboratory in town would welcome you with open arms. So why continue protecting your employer?
This position may not be the most rewarding these days, but it wasn't always like this.
Ну все.
We'll leave you to your work.
Шанс упущен.
How kind of you.
Мы просто так... Ну, давайте так. Так, от приятельницы. Меня очень огорчили известия о неприятностях, так, которые попали из-за Дарси. Слышала, безответственен этот человек. Не могла подумать, как он бесчестен. Увы, ждать возмещения убытков придется очень долго. Письма на континент идут медленно. Впрочем, можно не полагаться на почту, а пригласить сборщиков долгов. Надеюсь, вам удастся найти решение. К коллекторам он обратился, то есть, да?
You again. I already told you that...
You may not know where he is, but you did everything you could to find him, didn't you?
What do you mean?
Does this document ring a bell? You hired some debt collectors to find Mr. Darcy.
How dare you rummage through my belongings?
You could have taken legal action and retrieved what you were owed, but you sent some killers instead.
I doubt the governor would approve. Do you want us to tell him about it?
No. But please understand me. The Darcy family is on the continent. It would take months for them to reply to my complaint. What other solution was there? My shop will not survive this.
Tell us who these debt collectors are, and we'll take care of it.
They loiter in an alleyway of ill repute, not far from here, in the Science District.
That's what I feared. Probably a bunch of cutthroats. If Bastian survives...
If he survives, remind him of what he owes me.
Ну, видимо, если ты благородный господин, то это не наделяет тебя какой-то коммерческой жилкой. Не смог он как-то свое дело поставить и прогорел. Связался с каким-то алканом. Тот его обул на... Траву ромашки. И все. Теперь ни бизнеса, ни денег, ни товара.
Have mercy! Have mercy! I will repay everything, I swear. This is not...
Hey, you! Leave this man alone!
What do you want? No one asked you for your opinion, so get lost.
Maybe he's friends with the weakling.
Maybe. In any case, it seems like he wants to share his fate.
You think I'm afraid? I fought uglier people than you.
Vasco, let me try to take care of this. How much money are we talking about? You're here to collect a debt, right?
Between what he owes our client and our commission, it's a hefty sum. But if you want to pay in his stead, my lady, please do.
200 монет. Может, как-то
It is
попозже.
indeed a hefty sum, and I don't have it on me. I would need some time to get it together.
What a shame. Since you look like a rich bastard, we'll give you some time, but we'll keep the weakling.
Be warned, if you touch a single hair on his head, our agreement is void.
These sailors always showing off. They're all talk.
Так, а с кого мы впрягаемся-то? Я даже... Я должен его знать или что?
So, you have the gold?
I don't think you realize who you're dealing with. So, let me introduce myself. My name is de Sardet. I'm the legate of the congregation, and I'm here to save the life of one of our citizens. If you do not deliver him to me immediately, I will have no choice but to inform the governor.
And you'll end up rotting in jail in no time.
What a bunch of jokers. I haven't heard that one before.
Yeah. Should we show them that we're not
Да,
here
что-то
to joke
мордоворота-то
around?
не испугались.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Ё-моё. Блин, какую кнопку?
I need healing.
Да, я тоже не хилинг, и теперь я шутинг. Да назад, да где я вообще в этом десантнике? Ау, я тоже могу пинаться. А чё, мои ребята-то все уже откисли? Заряжай, 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 еще. Еще быстро. Супер удар.
Thank you for your intervention. I thought these brutes would kill me.
Don't mention it. It's only natural.
But how did you end up in such a situation?
Ну, блин, Васко стоит такой серьезный, как будто не он только что по морде
There is a
дубину
game
получил.
table here that is attended by the best of the aristocracy. I lost the money I owed to that merchant while playing there. And since I got out with a few other debts, I had to leave the merchandise as repayment as well. But that's a mere trifle that my father would have paid for without thinking twice. I never would have thought that someone would send these types of brutes after me. What a lack of tact. In any case,
Я
I'm
могу ему по
extremely
морде дать,
grateful to
чтобы
you.
был
To
посерьезнее?
whom do I have the honor of speaking?
My name is Captain Vasco. North.
А, да, это же
Sea
братья.
It was a pleasure,
Нехорошо
sir.
получится. Ох. Такой толпой нас в узком переулке зажали. Да, сложно было отбиться.
Thank you, de Sardet.
My pleasure. But why didn't you tell him who you were?
But I did tell him. I was stupid. I resented everyone, and you even more, for the life I didn't get to live. You had it all, everything I thought I was entitled to. But after seeing Bastion, I realized that in the end, I was exactly who I wanted to be. A naught, and a proud one at that.
I'm glad to hear it. No more regrets?
No more regrets. And I certainly don't regret not being called Leandra Darcy.
Да, имя такси. Братан, у тебя жалкий. Тряпку какую-то нашли. Только время зря потратили. Ладно. Это было интересно. Интересно. Чему-то эта игра учит, что братство там всякое, кровь — это вещи, конечно, нужные. Но разговаривать куда важнее. Да, бред какой-то. Ласка пошел вон. Курт, здравствуй. Ну что, пока перерывчик. Еще на месяцок, наверное.